Hi everyone, Aidan here with etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at this Flint Goods spare tire carrier for your trailers. This spare tire carrier is going to mount to your trailer frame, and it can accommodate trailer frames up to 3 inches wide and up to 5 inches tall. You can see here we've got a ton of room as far as width goes, and even with the mounting holes in the bottom to choose from, we're not at the maxed out position, so we've got room to spare with this frame. The plate that holds the tire is angled upward a little bit to help give us a little bit more ground clearance, because if it did stick straight out, we would be sacrificing some clearance with this lower mounting point on our trailer. This is designed to work with spare tires that have a 4-on-4 bolt pattern or a 5-on-4.5 bolt pattern. Others like 5-on-5 or 5-on-4 3/4 are not going to work for this. One thing I will say is that depending on your trailer, you might not have a good spot on your frame to mount it up. Like here, we really don't have the room or the space on our frame to mount up a carrier. So for us, the best solution is the etrailer spare tire carrier, which mounts up to the angle iron on your trailer if you've got that, and gives you a mounting point up here. Everything on here is a steel construction with a black powder coat finish, which is going to help resist rust and corrosion over time, but that black powder coat will probably start to fade and go away at some point. It's not weatherproof, just weather resistant. The hardware is a zinc plated hardware, so that's going to help it resist rust and corrosion too. It has a 100-pound weight capacity, so it's more than capable of carrying even your larger tires. And with the installation, it's very straightforward and simple. It just mounts around the trailer frame, no modifications needed. So let's walk through that process now. Starting off the installation, you want to pick a place to get the carrier mounted up. Right around the front of our trailer here is looking pretty good for us. I'm actually going to do a little bit of pre-assembly before we get it fully installed. We're going to take the backing plates and the carrier itself, and you can notice that there's some holes that are offset. These two are kind of offset from these four. The two offset ones will go at the top and match up with the carrier itself. What I'm going to do is feed the longer bolts through the top hole from those backing plates out to the front of the carrier, drop a washer, a lock washer, and a nut in place. I'm just doing this by hand just to help us hold everything upright, and we'll do that on the other side right over here as well. Once both of those are loosely installed, you can just drop it over top of where you want to get it mounted up. Obviously these need to get tightened down a fair bit. Might actually just do that a little bit by hand so it holds itself a little more firmly in place. But we don't need to run this down yet, and we can get our bottom hardware secured. So with it up on the trailer frame, we can see that this bottom hole and the one right above it both line up. We're going to go for the one that gives us the most snug fit. For us, it's that second to last hole, and then follow it up with the exact same hardware we were using before. Once everything's hand tight and you've got this in the position that will work for your tire in your trailer, you can tighten everything down, trying to go back and forth and keep things relatively even on both sides. To mount up the tire, you want to make sure you know what kind of tire you have. For a 4-on-4 bolt pattern, you'll be using these two holes right here with our carriage bolts. If you've got a 5-on-4.5, then you'll be going to these holes here. Just keep in mind that if you have anything other than that, it may not work with this carrier. The tire is going to slide over those carriage bolts. You may want to watch on the other side to make sure that they aren't getting totally pushed back through. And it could always help to have a second set of hands just to keep them from pushing back through. But once you've got them secured, or at least set on, then you can secure them. To get it secured, your kit comes with a flat washer, a lock washer, and a nut that we can thread in place. And once everything's tightened down, you're ready to hit the road. You've got a way to carry your spare tire on your trailer. And that'll do it for our look at the spare tire carrier for your trailers from Flint Goods. Thanks for watching.